everyone, Charlene Ortiz here. I just wanted to upload a quick little vlog since I haven't vlogged in several days since last weekend. And just talk about how I've been feeling since the last time I vlogged. My sleep definitely I feel is getting better this week. At least I've had a few days where I've had pretty good consistent night's sleep. But I wanted to talk about how my symptoms really seem to be exacerbated by my period or before my period, my PMS symptoms. I don't know if for the women out there that suffer from fibromyalgia, if that's something that any of you might struggle with. But for me, it's definitely something that I've noticed just the past few years is that like a few days, 3 or 4 days before my period, my pain will get really, really bad. And the achiness definitely will start to get worse. And just that flu-like feeling is definitely a lot more intense than it normally is. So some months are worse than others. And this month it definitely is not a great month. And then once I start my period, I get really bad cramps, and the first couple days are horrible. So it's definitely just the whole week, I guess, between, 3 or 4 days before and then a couple days into it, it's just really bad. And I have read that it can be common with women that have fibromyalgia. It's not unheard of or unusual to get really severe PMS symptoms. And what I try to do during that time period is I really try to stay away from any type of junk or processed food. I can't say that I'm perfect with it because I'm not, because the challenge is that I get cravings like a lot of women do for high fat, high sugar foods. And a lot of that is just because our serotonin levels are out of whack and our dopamine levels are out of whack, right before our period. And so that kind of helps to increase our dopamine levels. And that's one reason why we crave those types of foods. And so a few days ago, I did have some pizza. And then I had a little bowl of ice cream. And that night, I definitely paid for it. I was definitely in a lot of pain. I definitely feel like it contributed to the flare-up. But again, the craving was just so intense. And I don't get intense cravings every month. Some months are okay, and some months are just really, really intense. And so anyway, that really messed me up. So since then, I've been really trying hard just to eat clean, drinking my shake every day. My husband, luckily, is an amazing cook, and everything he cooks is fresh from scratch. And so he did make beans recently, so I have been eating some of his beans with some tortillas, and that's been okay for me. And I also had some chicken, definitely my oatmeal. And that's pretty much, I eat a pretty boring, bland diet. A lot of it's because of my digestive issues. I know what makes me sick and what doesn't. And so, it's more bland foods that tend to do, better, with my body, seem to agree with me more. And so, but yeah, so that's what I've been trying to do. And it does help in terms of, getting a more intense flare up. So if you are someone, and I have read that, if you are someone that does have increased symptoms right before your period, that during that time period, it is really, really important that you stay away from any type of food that's going to cause inflammation, which is obviously going to be a lot of high processed packaged food with lots of salt, lots of sugar. And that's just in general, just, how we should be eating anyways, but especially right before, that time. So but yeah, so I'm trying to go to bed early tonight. It's only 9 o'clock right now, which is good. And yeah, just trying to get things done. I didn't drive today. I did take the day off. And I do sometimes feel guilty taking the day off because I feel like, oh, I should be out there making money because we need to, pay bills and catch up on bills and save and stuff. But But I decided to take the day off today, and so the next 3 or 4 days I'll definitely be driving a lot, especially with the weekend coming up because it's always busy. So all right, guys, so I hope again you enjoyed my little ramblings, and that you're enjoying my vlogs, and that they are helping you again, just with the way that I deal with different symptoms, you know, that I suffer with, you know, with my fibromyalgia and my other chronic illnesses too. So I did upload a video on an exercise that I like to do when I'm having a lot of pain and cramping in my legs. And I've definitely been having a lot of pain in my legs. Last night I did do my foam roller exercise. And it's hard because when I'm having that kind of pain and the cramping is intense, it hurts to do the foam roller because obviously that pressure causes more pain. But ultimately, I just try to, you know, go real slow, go real easy. I try not to put too much pressure, you know, on my legs when I'm doing it. And I'll just slowly, you know, ease into it, letting my body weight kind of fall into the foam roller little by little as my legs start to relax. And it does help. It does help, especially when I'm having a really hard time sleeping, because I'll tend to feel it mostly at night, you know, when I'm trying to lay down, which I think a lot of us feel a lot of our symptoms at night. It seems to be worse, but I think part of that too is just because we're not distracted, you know, by the things that we're doing during the day. And so I think that's why a lot of us, you know, tend to struggle with higher pain levels at night, or it seems like, you know, it bothers us more when we're trying to go to sleep. So all right, guys, if you're enjoying this, be sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and I will be doing another exercise video very soon. I already know what I want to do, so I hope to film it this week, if not by next week at the latest, to give you guys another little workout that you can do from home, something simple. So okay, guys, remember, take care of yourself, protect yourself physically and emotionally, and don't forget, your health is your most valuable asset. Invest in it. Bye-bye.